The Pioneer.
When it comes to the way you train, are you more of a Goku or are you more of a Vegeta? Now this might sound like a nerdy topic, even for the Pioneer, but I think that a lot of people find themselves inspired by Dragon Ball to some extent, and for many of us it's what got us into training, or at least it was a factor in getting us into training in the first place. And if you're someone who's into your training, then you're going to recognize a lot of truths in Dragon Ball that you can relate to. And one of these is the dichotomy between your Goku types and your Vegeta types. So what am I talking about, and which type are you? So you have your Gokus. These are the people who train for its own sake. They love training, they love taking on stronger opponents for the sake of it. Then you have your Vegetas, and these are the types who train because they have a chip on their shoulder, something to prove. They want to be the best, they're comparing themselves to others, and they're constantly pushing themselves for that reason. And I think by better understanding this dichotomy and by assessing what motivates our own training, we can actually better understand where we're coming from and maybe help ourselves to get greater gains. Far be it for me to say that one approach to training, one motivation for training is better than another, but I will suggest that for the vast majority of people, perhaps, that training more like Goku is actually going to be better. And this is what we see in the anime, where Goku is constantly beating Vegeta in a seemingly effortless way. And the reason for this is that while it's great to have an intense willpower to forge yourself through hard work and determination to grind towards victory, it's also really hard work, and eventually, for many of us, we're going to fall off somewhere. If it's always an effort to get to the gym, if you're always pushing yourself to the limit, if you're always making yourself train harder and harder, then at some point something's going to snap. And even if it doesn't, you're going to have an off day where you just don't have the motivation or the energy to train as hard as you might like. On the other hand, if you're someone who trains for the love of training, if you find it intrinsically motivating, if it's play to you, then it's easy. You know, that attitude of enjoying the journey, it doesn't just apply to training. It can apply to anything, from business to productivity and to your diet, of course. And that's why I'm very pleased to introduce today's sponsor, Magic Spoon. So Magic Spoon is a wholesome cereal that ticks a lot of boxes for a lot of people. It contains no sugar, it has no artificial ingredients, and it's high in protein. And all this stuff makes it easier for you to eat well and meet your goals, while at the same time enjoying yourself, because Magic Spoon tastes and looks just like the cereal that you probably enjoyed eating as a kid in front of cartoons. For me, simply swapping out foods for other alternatives is one of the simplest ways to meet my macros, to make sure I'm getting enough protein and not consuming too much sugar or too many calories. My favourite flavour is the fruity one, but they make a whole bunch and they're actually all really tasty. Click the link below to grab a variety pack and to try it today. And be sure to use the promo code SUPERFUNCTIONAL at checkout to get $5 off of any order. Or go to magicspoon.com/superfunctional. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. That means that if you don't like it for whatever reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So click the link below and use the promo code SUPERFUNCTIONAL for $5 off, or go to magicspoon.com/superfunctional to save $5 today. So as you may have guessed, I identify more as a Goku type, and many people assume that I'm this really disciplined guy. They see me as someone who works out regularly, who has been doing that for years, as someone who's built a business, made apps, written books, and they assume I must have this real determined grind set mentality. And when they meet me, they're often quite shocked because I'm actually a really silly man. I don't take a lot of things very seriously, I have a lot of fun, and I really go easy on myself. I'm not pushing myself all the time, far from it. Thing is, that doesn't actually matter. And the reason for that is that I don't have to push myself, I don't have to be disciplined to keep training because I love it. See, I've also had a lot of achievements when it comes to playing video games. For example, I was actually in a magazine for the best time running around one of the tracks in Sonic R backwards. That's right. And yet very few people ever say, Adam, I'm so proud of you for getting the best time ever in that magazine, running around the track in Sonic R backwards. Likewise, if I spend 2 hours playing a computer game, no one's going to say, wow, he's disciplined. And it's the same for me, because if I have free time, if I have a day off, and I can do whatever I want to do, no pressure, then yeah, playing computer games is one of the things I'm going to do. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the gym because I love it that much. And so it's not a chore for me to train Likewise, I love making content. Like, it's impulsive for me. I'll sit there in the evenings just editing videos together whilst we're watching TV. I'm second screening it, and I'll write into the evening because I have ideas and I really want to write them down. So I'm not pushing myself, I'm not forcing myself to work or to work out. I'm just doing it because I love it. So I shouldn't really get any credit as someone who's really working hard and grinding, because I'm not grinding, and I'm really undisciplined with loads of other stuff. Like, my room is untidy, I never open my post, you know, and I think a lot of people are like this. A lot of people we think are like super disciplined. Actually, they just love what they do, and so it's easy to stay disciplined. It doesn't make more sense to be like that rather than try and force yourself and push yourself every day, and every day it's a battle. Now, I will say that there is something to be said for romanticizing the battle. Like, I quite enjoy those days when I'm feeling beat up and tired and I don't want to train, and then I find the determination to train anyways. But the only reason I like doing that is because I'm essentially pretending to be Vegeta. You know, I'm enjoying the challenge there. It's still me just nerding out.
Curse those other YouTubers and their millions of subscribers. What do they have that I don't? Perfect clean handstand push-ups? Chiseled abs? Well, they'll see. With each subscriber, a new indignation. Well, no more. It is my destiny. Heed my words. I will rise to the top. I will train as no one has ever trained before. And I will become the greatest fitness YouTuber in the entire universe. Are you proud of me now, mummy?
And if you're constantly comparing yourselves to other people, if you're constantly trying to push yourself harder and you're not satisfied with the results, this isn't great for your mentality either. Even if you get the progress you want, even if you build like the perfect physique and smash through your PRs, you're going to be kind of miserable doing it. Now, obviously, it's great for me to say this, but if you're not someone who naturally enjoys training, then you're not just going to magically wake up and now you love training. So what can we do in this situation? Well, one thing to do is to find a kind of training that you do more naturally enjoy. Don't force yourself to go to the gym. I think a lot of us think we have to go to the gym to be in shape, and that's not true at all. Obviously, you can train from home. What I'm more talking about is that you can do sports, you can do rock climbing, you can do swimming, you can do martial arts. All these are great ways to get fit. You can do virtual reality training. Likewise, if you like your training, but there's a move in there that you really hate, like I don't really like squats and deadlifts, I just don't really do them that often. I do them sometimes because I want the results. I love kettlebell swings, and that's a great alternative to the deadlift. So find something that you enjoy doing instead. And I'm not saying we should never have any willpower or never force ourselves to do anything we don't want. But if you do have to do something you don't want, then at least try and find a way to make it fun and interesting. I think a lot of people think we have to do the hard work to get the results, but if you can get the results without doing horrible grinding work, then why wouldn't you take the easier path, the more enjoyable path? You might even take longer to get there, but at least you have fun along the way, and you're far, far more likely to stick at it. To me, there's no inherent value in hard work. It's good to be able to work hard if it means that it benefits other people, benefits yourself, but the hard work itself, there's no inherent value in that. Don't glorify hard work. And to me, that's more badass. To me, characters like Goku and Sonic are more badass than characters like, say, the Punisher, because to me, it's cooler to win with a smile than it is with a grimace. You win with a smile, and it's like you didn't even break a sweat. And before I go, I will just say, there is an argument to be made for a third type of gym goer, that being the Piccolo. And the Piccolo is someone who's cool and detached, whose ego isn't at all involved in the training, and they just set themselves a plan, stick to it, and get the results. I know people like that, and that works really well too. If you're that kind of person, then kudos to you, far more disciplined and organized than I am. Let me know in the comments down below which type you are, or if there's any that I might have missed. Maybe you're a Yamcha, who knows? Either way, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.